Hello, welcome back, boys. So, yesterday was very hard to trade, to be honest. Um, Jerome Powell scared the market a little bit, but let's do a recap. And I'm going to give you my TA for today and why I think Bitcoin is going to have a big move pretty soon. Before we get into the TA, I just want to say if you've been liking my video so far, boys, please consider subscribing, leaving a like on this video. That would really help my content be pushed out. And the disclaimer also, none of the videos here or the things that I say is financial advice. Everything that I say here is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. Now, if you want to support the channel more, I do have some links right here in my link tree. It's in my bio. I do have a link for Weeks, Bybit, and Coinflare. Those are the exchanges that I'm currently using for my swing longs, day trades. And then if you want to trade with a prop firm, I have a link or discount codes for client funding. You can trade with up to $300,000 worth of capital for evaluations, and you could choose for direct to funded accounts, instant funding, or you want to trade with a standard valuation. You pass the test first, and then once you pass that, you earn rewards by trading on the funded stage. So all the links will be down below or in my link tree, all the codes as well. And then a disclaimer, I do get some kickback or referral fees if you use my link and codes. Okay, let's get into our TA. So this was the trade yesterday that I was like, I told you boys that I am looking at. I was like, this previous week EQ needs to really hold. So when we came down here, I did take a long, right around here, and then I was hoping that they did cut rates, and I was hoping like we get a new scandal really big. Even Nasdaq and ES and gold didn't have any wicks. They just dump and then straight back up again, and then it's just back in the range now. So, um, like you see this, it's just just all everything just back and forth. So, um, Bitcoin, I by the way, I closed this long on break even. I was like, I don't like this move. Nasdaq and ES is not showing a strength. It's just because they're already so high, Um, that's why I moved my stop loss to break even, and then I went to sleep. This one was after the dump on ES, and then I was like, um, I was. This was when Jerome Powell probably scared the market. So this was my second box point of interest. This was a pretty, I was not obvious. That's all in hindsight now, but I was like, if we come down here on my next box, I think there will be a good long. So look at that. That is like a 2% trade, boys. 2.2%. But I didn't take this because I went to sleep. And then this was probably the push up was probably like the earnings leading into close. Google had surpassed earnings. So that's why we had to move up. And then after that, we just continued dumping, probably because Trump and president of China was in a meeting. Everybody got scared what they're going to say. But after that, Trump actually said that it's good. Their meeting was good. They talked about a lot. So who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen today? We have GDP growth rate at 8:30. So it's gonna be a pretty interesting day. But I'm going to delete this now. Now that we have finally came down to this level. But I'm actually looking for longs still, boys, because I feel like we have unfinished business up there. So this daily open might be a long. I wonder how we're gonna trade at the market open after the news. So if this daily open could hold reclaim previous week EQ, then that's like a good long. But if we can't hold that, you could put your stop below the low. That's a little deeper, but you could also target previous month high. That's like 1:3 trade, but just be careful because that's a deeper. That's a deep. That's a wide stop, to be honest. Not sure how we're going to trade now because Nasdaq and ES is still just ranging at the top. Because if this drops really fast tonight, I mean today at the open, we fill the weekly gap. That's gonna be scary. So just be careful with longs today. But I would say like this will be a great long. Just put in a little bit of size, and then you could just add if we reclaim PDEQ and previous week EQ. So uh, now, looking at the higher time frames, the reason why I think Bitcoin is finally gonna take a move is just by looking at the monthly. We've been stuck on this range for 4 months now, boys. And each time Bitcoin ranges for 4 to 5 months or 6 months, we usually have a big move. Now, the question is where? For me, it does look like a top, but this is not a blow off top. Unlike gold, on the other hand, now that you could call like a proper blow off top, right? Uh, Range right here, rally, range right here, and then boom, final one, blow off top, and then you finally go into bear mode. Now, on both side, if gold does slow down, then money might flow into Bitcoin. Then Bitcoin might have one more rally and then final blow off top at 150K before going into bear mode next year. And then once we start seeing weakness on Bitcoin, hopefully money will flow into altcoins. And then we can have our proper blow off top on our altcoins, right? But yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now for Bitcoin. That's the reason why I think the big move is going to happen pretty soon. If you look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's like 4 months. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, and then November, gonna print money, cut rates. They've already cut rates, but who knows? Who knows what November is going to bring? We have 2 more days. One more day actually, till we close the month of October. If we close, I'm not sure if we close green in this or red, but it's gonna be interesting how November opens because on a technical analysis standpoint, Nasdaq and ES has some weekly gaps to fill down below. So, we might open November, come down lower, fill this gap as well. We have a monthly gap right here, FVG, and then before we go on, have a blow off top November, December, who knows? But that's what I'm looking at, and this was like the longest range for Bitcoin: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then boom, look at that massive move. So that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. Now for longs, I mean that was just a long. This is my only trade, the daily open, to be honest, because uh I think we're just probably stuck here. Altcoins are also just waiting for Bitcoin to move. Uh on the daily, I feel like this is unfinished business. I really like us to hit the monthly high. This one, I'm not sure if we're gonna hit that, to be honest, but we've already tapped it as well, so who knows? Might not get that when we finally come down, but I would say pretty neutral because it's very unclear. But I feel like there's going to be a massive move this November. So that is it for this video. That's only my TA for today. Very short daily open long. That's it. And I feel like we bounce also on the golden pocket. Yeah, that's also the golden pocket, and that would be also point of control. Yeah, near the point of control, to be honest. So that's, oh, look at that, almost to the dollar. That's amazing how volume profile and it's a simple strategy, volume profile and uh Fibonacci works, boys. Let's see the anchored VWAP. Okay. But yeah, did we clean? No, we didn't clean this lows and this one too, so we might actually come down a bit lower, but who knows? We got GDP growth, I think more earnings too. So my suggestion: keep on looking at Nasdaq and ES how they're going to trade. If Bitcoin's not gonna pump today or tomorrow, we might see Bitcoin pump on the weekend again, just like what happened uh, last week. But just be careful. End of the month, this could just like slice through down, and then Nasdaq and ES could drop. So thank you for watching, boys. See you on the next one.